Thank you, Peter. I'll get you to stay where you are if you wouldn't mind, because we have got a few questions that have come through on the Slido app. Thank you to those who contributed on the questions. The most popular one is a cracker, but I'll leave that for last. If anyone's on there, you know the one I'm talking about. It's the most popular or endorsed question on the list, but it's a little bit off topic. There's a couple of questions here around electric vehicles and infrastructure, so I'll paraphrase here, but how do you propose to address that in a realistic and timely way? The changes to infrastructure needs as we get more and more EVs on the road.
Yeah, and again, that needs to, we need policy. If we take Australia, for example, we need a policy framework and to put the infrastructure development on steroids. And you only have to go to other jurisdictions to know that it's possible. New Zealand, for example, is in a far better position than Australia, and more electric vehicles are sold in New Zealand as a result. So policy first, and then roll out the infrastructure. But sometimes people make it a bigger deal of it than it really is. I never charge anywhere except at home. And you don't really need that infrastructure unless you're travelling long distances, and that's where that policy initiatives from government need to be focused.
Last time you were presenting before us, Peter, you talked about trading in your guzzling V8 for a Tesla and boasting how quickly it could go, 0 to 100 in whatever it was. How many speeding fines have you had?
I've had none in the Tesla. But it's been a fantastic car, and I think it was here in about September, October 2019, right?
Yep.
So I've had it about 3 years, and absolutely fantastic vehicle, and I just wouldn't go backwards now. And in fact, I have put myself in the queue for an upgrade, the Tesla S-Plaid. It's pretty easy to do because you just get in there, you order it, you pay the $350 refundable deposit, and if you change your mind in the future, you get your $350 back, right?
Very good. Fingers crossed. All right, this one from an anonymous member of the audience. How would you compare the current challenge versus the hole in the ozone layer in the 80s and 90s?
I truly think that what we have today is far bigger, because what we're talking about is if we get to a saturation point, then the effect may last thousands of years. And we know from that example there, hole in the ozone layer, people got together, they knew what the problem was, and they put in place targets to reduce CFCs, right? And we've got the example of what can be achieved. Let's repeat the example.
Should mining organisations be contributing to research in new battery technology to best utilise our existing assets?
Say that one again.
Should mining organisations be contributing to research in new battery technology?
That's an interesting one. What does everyone think? Hands up, who thinks yes? Who thinks no, just stick to your knitting? I'll go with the audience.
Yeah. Wasn't an overwhelming yes, but I think the yes vote has it. Volvo put out a paper, combustible car up to, let me count the zeros, I think that's 1 million kilometres, total better carbon footprint than an EV vehicle over manufacture and operation. So why buy an electric vehicle?
I haven't done the work on that, so I can't comment.
Okay, nicely deflected. Thank you very much. Well, maybe we'll hit you up the next time you're here. With copper producing countries in South America going through a rough patch at the moment,